So Dungeon Mommy.
What a great way to start. So glad that was the first thing that the audio could have possibly picked up.
Excellent work.
Hey guys, welcome back to another Pathfinder session. God. You threw me off as soon as we started, Ko. Okay.
What can I say? I take pride in what I do.
Would anyone kindly like to recap the party?
There was a party.
Last
Colt
session.
almost died to a boar.
Yeah.
Nothing
I think
else
I'll
of
do
note
that.
happened.
I think I'll do that. Let's see. Last time on Dream Divers,
Ballsy.
episode 6. So yeah, we just killed Skern. Brought him to justice for the horrible soup he was making. And we decided to celebrate. And it was all very fun and wholesome. And let's see what happened. Meredith buried her bird. Arazoth and I think it was it Colt or was it? I think it was Colt. Yeah,
it was Colt.
Arazoth and Colt had some bonding as Colt nearly got fucking murdered by a boar that he absolutely did not need to go and fight.
There was
and then
that.
Then they returned. The party collectively got some degree of drunk. Thalia got peer pressured and got scared. And
she did not get scared. That's slander.
Yeah, it was she got scared.
I don't know about slander, but
Thalia Brand scared. And yeah, good times were had by all probably. And now it's back to business.
Okay. What a thank you for that wonderful recap. Okay, well I guess we'll pick right back up with the do you guys want to say that it's the following day after the party? Unless anybody wanted to do anything else the night of the party.
It's the morning.
Okay, it's the morning.
I just want it to be morning so I have spell slots again.
Yes, that is fine.
Are you sure Thalia really wants it to be morning with a sunlight sensitivity and all?
Details.
So it's morning again, and everyone is gathered at the entrance to town, getting ready to head out for the city of Weimgrado, with Lily as your guide. Loisk and Barkus are here to see you off.
Oh, sweet. Wait, quick. How are we going to be dream diving if we don't have Loisk?
Oh, I have a sinking feeling.
Oh. Yeah, I guess.
I'm not saying anything. Barkus pipes up and says, "Well, thank you all again for everything you did. Come back and visit soon, okay?"
Of course. I'm only sorry we weren't able to do more sooner, but well, better late than never, I suppose.
Then Loisk speaks up. "Well, there was enough food left over after last night, so we packed Lily's sack full of it. You should all have enough lunch on the road for the next entire travel to Weimgrado."
Just checking the map real quick.
Hello, Stad. Welcome in.
Beats trail rations.
Yo, we have a map?
Arguably. We do.
You do have a map.
Yes, we do.
I feel like I've answered the question like 3 times.
Yeah, we have.
Probably have.
We have 3 maps, funny enough.
Yeah, there's a bunch of maps, actually. You have a world map, and then 2 maps about the immediate area.
It just so happens that, you know, the druid is the most navigatory brand.
I did.
Who would have thought?
No one. Why does the druid know about civilization? This is a problem.
Yo,
Fake
guys,
druid.
I think we should all go to
Druid, no one
Kiru.
else.
I think the best purpose for immediate destination is Kiru.
Sorry, where are you looking?
Where are you looking?
I'm so curious where you're looking.
The
Oh
first
wow,
map.
the second. Okay, you said let's go in the exact opposite direction of where we're going. Well, not exact
Amazing.
opposite, but
If
like
we do
to
end
the
up going to
east.
Kiru, I know a place we can stop by on the way there. But I think Winegrado is our current destination.
Lily speaks up and says, "Well, these rations ain't gonna last us all the way to Kiru, but they'll certainly get us over to Wimegrado."
If you really want to go to Kiru, we can stop by there after Winegrado and after we make sure everything's, well, not coming up apocalypse there.
Better check the big cities first.
I'd say check the big cities last, but okay, I guess.
On the contrary, big cities mean more contacts, mean more likelihood of finding what we're looking for.
However, I would argue that if we're in the big cities, we're also likely to find someone who's far beyond our pay grade. We were able to deal with Skern. He was the mayor of a thorp of like what, 10 people?
Well,
Imagine we find.
I'd argue that we're just
Imagine we
going to inform the commander-in-chief, so to speak, over there. You ain't gotta
Yes.
fight nothing. We're just being
We're just
messengers.
We're couriers. No one ever shoots the courier.
Why'd you say it
Talia
like
kind
that?
of smirks.
Never have I seen a messenger shot.
We can only hope that continues to be true.
Sorry,
Good
kid.
messengers are hard to come by after all.
I heard somewhere, I don't know where it was, in relation to couriers, that it's a tough job. You know, they say that game's rigged before you even start it.
Oh, no. Shame on you. For shame.
DM, quick question. How
Quick answer.
Winegrado, what is the compared to Fox Hill, how big is it?
Yes.
Isn't that knowledge local? I mean, at least it's not Westlake.
That would be a knowledge local.
Yeah.
Sweet. I don't have that skill.
If only someone had knowledge local.
You don't know. You don't even know what that is. In fact, you don't even think Wimegrado is a real word.
I am not from this area.
I don't think.
Imagine.
If only we had somebody
DM.
who knew something about the local area.
DM, can I make
True.
that check?
We can ask Lily. She's been there.
Do you have knowledge local?
I do.
You could make that check.
There you
Yeah,
go.
exactly. If only we had somebody who we could directly ask the question to, but that's fine. That's fine. We can avoid asking Lily.
Avoid conversation at all costs.
Don't ever ask NPCs, especially
Never
trustworthy
trust
ones.
It's a bigger city. I mean, it's not like huge, but it's definitely bigger. As kind of like you know those how every state seems to have a city in it that's named after the state? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
that. Like, you know that
Like-
there's going to be a decent number of people there, but it's never going to be like the capital.
So like Kansas City in fucking Missouri.
Yes. It's like
Okay.
Kansas City that's in Kansas.
it's
Or
it's like
Ohio, Pennsylvania.
what's a good equivalent here? So if this is a town of like, if this is a thorp basically of like what 10 people used to be, Wimegrado is probably closer on average to about 40 or 50 people living there.
Yeah,
And then,
so it's still relatively small.
Okay. Now we're
Like,
getting to village size.
It's bigger. It's mostly people are passing through is the thing.
Like the village isn't going
Does
to
it
die
have-
out in like 30 years.
Does
Type.
it have children in it?
What a weird fucking question.
I mean, given the strangeness of of this
The last
current,
village had exactly 0 children in it, and I found that
Yeah.
bizarre.
Like, Marcus, the
Well,
closest thing, he's like 18 or something.
I agree with both of you. Like, fully valid question. It also does sound really fucking weird.
The last village, I think Barkus had a younger brother, and that was the only child in the village.
There's
It's
no
true.
way of knowing if there's children there without going to that location. It's not like anybody around here
True
has the
enough.
census.
it's
True
our
enough.
spies in Wime Grotto.
Indicate. That's right.
We're sending
So-
officers to your location.
DM,
What's up?
if my sense motive is +8, what does that make my sense children?
No.
What? How do those two even connect?
They don't.
That's
Maybe
less.
not.
That's more like,
The way you said that also freaked me out.
yeah,
not
deeply
gonna hold you.
unsettling. Please don't do that.
Okay, so we're walking, right? Is that what's
Yeah,
going
you
on?
guys are
Yeah, we're
probably
going.
on the road by now. So
If only we had some sort of representation of our travel on
Oh.
some sort of hypothetical world map or
how
something.
about we do that?
That would be wonderful.
I'll just take you off the map here.
10 out of 10.
Yep.
Yoit.
Okay, quick question. Which direction is north in the map of Fox Hill?
What direction is north on the map
Oh,
of
that's
Fox Hill?
true. That's true. I was
North
just
is
assuming.
it's down this road actually.
Oh, okay.
So north
yeah.
is east.
Ew, DM doesn't have his maps facing north. Disgusting.
DM is not gonna flip a map for
Yeah.
your convenience.
We-
Brutal.
But what about
Maps should
chat's
at least come with
convenience?
compass roses in the future.
Don't
Clearly.
say.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about chat's convenience? How many people are even in chat right now? Chat, if you're here, say hello and possibly say fuck you, Crusader.
Drop a like,
We got through enough.
or the hype man will come after you and give your organs some fresh air.
Oh yeah, yeah. Please like the stream as well.
Thank
Yes.
you, thank you, Tree. I really appreciate it. I think you're a nice person too.
This is a wholesome stream. Except for me, where I'm getting destroyed by my fucking players. Yeah, let's go! Way to go, Ko!
Zombie, cease
Full
your
circle.
existence. 60 sweep, love you, thank you for that.
Oh, okay, we've had a pretty goofy start to this. So, you travel along the road for the roughly week's time that it takes you to get to Wime Grotto. It's
Oh, and we aren't beset by bandits or anything?
why
Oh,
would you
this
I
even
mean,
ask that
we're
question?
visibly
to
well
me?
armed. We
But
are
we have
well
to-
armed.
We have to
And-
wait. We have to wait and roll to see if we're beset by bandits. Come on.
If
do
I
think
feel
think
like
the
it-
rule book says for like every
I'm just
4
asking.
hours of travel,
Are we
you should
beset
at
by
least roll
bandits?
once.
Yeah.
I'm
We
about
love
to.
random
Oh
encounters.
my lord.
I mean, technically,
it's fine. I don't
yes.
care. I'm just asking.
But like on the other hand, let's say you're a bandit. You got like your six. You got like your. I don't know. We'll say it's cold screw. You got your 3 buddies.
This stream
Oh,
is
look at
already
this!
so
This
scuffed.
party of like 7 fairly well armed, probably
It's a party of
dangerous
6,
adventurers.
not a party of 7, isn't it?
No, it's a party of 7 because Lily's with us right now.
Yes. Oh, yeah, true.
So you arrive in the town of Wime Grotto.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ, what you guys put me through. You'll notice here that there are 2 separate screens, one of which is the upper floors. That's going to be on the right, and then the bottom floors are on the left, just so you're aware. So you'll want to start on the left-hand side of this map.
Ooh. It's a big village.
Yes. It's the frontier town of Wime Grotto. Well, he says, well, here we are. Beats sticking it out on the road anymore, right?
Looks like a nice enough place.
It's not bad. Still smells a little bit like horse shit, but other than that, that's typical small town
No,
stuff.
nowhere near as bad as a city would. Trust me.
Well, I've got some good news for each of you here. There's a magic shop that's popped up in the relatively recent years. They, with all the travel going on here and stuff, so if you want any supplies from there, you're more than welcome. There's an inn. You can see there's a few pop-up stands here for leathers and fruits and stuff like that for you to resupply. You
Ooh.
even have horses that you can rent out if you need them. There's my favorite, personally, the weapon shop, which is primarily stocked with firearms nowadays, as is most of the city guard. In any case,
Sounds like the wrong people to be on the bad side of.
I am going to go and deliver a letter to the sheriff. You guys feel free to explore, and I'll meet you
Oh.
at the inn later. How about that?
Yes, before you go, is there some sort of courier service here? I think I have something I'd like to deliver.
Yeah, should be. And she gestures to the second building on your right. That building right there.
All right, very good.
Something of a post office. Anyhow, any other questions before I leave y'all to it?
Hold,
We'll survive.
hold up. Are we in two places at once? We are in two places at once.
I explained this earlier.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
You're just being an ass.
No.
Understood.
It's my bad.
Okay. Well, that's everything. I'll see y'all at the inn later. And Lily waves and goes on her way.
Well, how fascinating to be finally near somewhere that approximates civilization.
Oh, I
Thalia
thought Fox Hill was rather quaint. Not enough children, though. It's rather disconcerting.
Well, at least they didn't get turned into soup.
That is for the better, yes. All right.
Wild soup would have been worse.
So what do you guys want to do?
Oh no.
I
You've given us
already-
a number
I've
of
given
choices.
you autonomy.
All right,
Yeah,
I'm heading
well-
to the courier's office. I already know that.
Are there any railroad tracks nearby?
Players when the DM doesn't treat them like Harry Seldon when the DM isn't Harry Seldon.
Oh my
The
goodness.
DM when
Wait
he
a
doesn't understand
goddamn
that
second.
reference.
Foundation.
Okay, guys,
What
I
about
thought
makeup?
I had to mention something. In Fox Hill, it didn't snap our characters to the grid, but here it does.
Yes.
There's going to be combat here later.
Dark sorcery.
Anyway,
Really, nothing bad will happen.
so Meredith, you're headed to the post office.
That's right.
What is everybody else doing? Because I'm assuming you're all kind of moving at the same time, roughly, right now.
I just want to go wherever Colt goes. I don't know. I have nowhere in particular I want to go.
Arzoth, the master of autonomy.
Just chilling, bro.
What is free will?
I got a lot to process.
Excellent use of free will. All right. I guess what is the other four of you doing then? Colt included.
Thalia heard magic shop. It is like off.
Off to the races. All right.
The drow ears visibly perk up.
No, she probably. This is a big enough city. She probably has her hood up. Like,
Oh, I see Mr. Sweeping Guy. How fun.
My name is Lloyd.
He can hear me? Oh, dang.
You're
I
speaking
wasn't
real
aware I
loud.
was on. Oh,
I don't even know how you
Oh,
see me. The
man.
door's closed.
It's as if some divine vision from the heavens has granted us a perspective on
well,
this
I'm not
town.
gonna walk right by. I'm not gonna wait. I'm gonna go talk to this shop lady. I say hello.
Okay.
Oh wait, is this the magic shop?
This
Darn.
is not the magic shop.
That looks like food.
Oh,
That
I'm-
is
I'm-
food.
I'm interested in the weapons shop, but I want to stop and talk to this nice lady who
That's
Thalia just
fair.
walked directly past without talking to.
Let's. What Vico, Colt? What are you two doing?
I think Colt's gonna go visit the weapon shop. He likes play here.
Okay.
Oh my.
What about you,
Is there-
Vico?
Is there just like the one inn, or is there also like a very seedy tavern?
So there's two places here. There's this inn, which is fairly, warm, cozy, all that, and then directly across the way from it, you have your seedy tavern, which has got like a lot of gambling sets set up.
I do
for,
see
you
the
know, all
gamblers
the
then.
tables. Yeah.
Gambling?
Yes.
Oh boy.
No,
Waste all your
don't.
money, and you can
Let's-
technically rent hotel. You can technically rent rooms in either one, so it has the option. But yeah, one
Have
of
they
them
figured
is
have
more
they figured
free.
out that if they get you to stay in their rooms, you're more likely to gamble there more? Have they figured that out yet, or is their economy not that advanced yet?
You're asking a lot of questions that you know I'm not going to answer. All right, Vico, you heading off to the seediest of gambling taverns then?
I will, but is one of these are like there's like little alleyways in between, right? Could I make
Like
myself
between the buildings, yeah.
between?
Golf gun.
Yeah, I just want to be a little unseen for a little bit.
Sure. I guess you kind of snake down an alleyway and then roll me a stealth check. And then while that's happening, we will pan over to Costu. Costu, you were definitely like the first in the order of events here, considering your stand is right there. So you were inquiring. You said hello, and then the lady goes, "Oh, hello. New in town, eh?"
Say yes. I just saw you standing here, and I figure you must know a lot about all that goes on in this town. You see everyone that walks in, and presumably everyone that, or most of the people that walk out.
Oh, I know some things that go on. Most people just kind of pass me by unless they need some quick food supplies, but I do catch word here and there of. Oh, let's just cut the bullshit. What is it that you want to know, sweetie?
Oh, I don't have any questions in particular. I just noticed that you were someone who is near who seems to set up shop near the entrance to the town.
Yes, I did. And then my husband actually works the leather store back there.
Oh, amazing. Do you have any produce that you think turned out especially well this season?
Ah, yes, our tomato batch came in real nice.
Oh, I was just thinking something that I could eat as I walked down the road. But
Oh, in that
tomato,
case,
I will
how about some
definitely keep in
cheese?
mind the tomatoes. Some cheese, excellent. I'll take some cheese.
Okay, how much would you like? We have slices or by the wheel?
I don't think I'll need a wheel today. I'll just take a few slices.
Okay, a few, so 3 or 4.
Let's do 3. Sure.
3 it is. In that case, she does some quick math in her head. That's going to run you, 2 silver.
2 silver.
Sense
Okay.
motive.
Hand her the 2 silver pieces.
Chat's gambling right now.
He's a witch.
They all keep going, "Aw, dang it." All right. She hands you a few slices of cheese. Vico, while this is happening, you snake down the alleyway and immediately loudly creak on the wooden planks. And you still think ultimately you're probably hidden. You know, you've got your hood up, you're snaking down the alleyway. You know, there's just less people here in general, so you still believe you're probably decently hidden.
Yeah, I just need to not be seen for a little bit.
You feel like you're not being noticed.
All right.
All right, I added 3 slices of cheese to my inventory.
Okay. I feel like were you about to say something else there, Vico?
Oh, I was about to introduce my little thing, but I'm not sure where we are and who's doing what. So I was holding off.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, feel free.
I'm gonna walk over
I'll
to the
just
weapons
move
shop now.
your. I'm assuming you were going back here-ish, probably. Then I'll just ping you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I will be heading towards the CD Tavern. But it won't quite be Vico doing it. Because
Oh.
I will make the switch. And out of the alleyway steps someone who's never seen anyone before and might not even be noticed right now, but just so everyone, has a description. Someone with slick back hair with like a perfect curl, very noble, kind of fancy clothes, adornments a little bit gold, like a suit thingy with like strapped up sleeves. Something very opposite from how Vico would appear, and he's kind of got like a Clark Kent kind of thing, of his face the exact same thing, but you would never guess that this was Vico.
All right. Fair
How
enough.
we call
And
him
this
Vake.
I found you, Vaker. Vaker, I think
Enter
you're
the
the
Vake,
fake
perhaps?
Vico around here. You're comparing yourself to me?
his
Perhaps we could
identity.
nickname him Teach, maybe.
All right, let's let this happen.
Yeah, no, it's fine. But for formality, his alternate identity is actually called Ray.
Right.
And Ray is, very well dressed, though maybe slightly shady gentleman. Will make his way to the CD Tavern.
All right. While that's
And
happening, we will switch over to Meredith because you're doing your delivery more or less, right? Meredith. Meredith.
Meredith?
Meredith. If we all say it at
Something.
alternating times, it'll get really annoying. Let's do it. Meredith.
I was muted. I
Meredith?
apologize.
Meredith.
Meredith.
fuck you, Crusader.
I did not realize that. Sorry about that.
Meredith.
Quick question: how high of a passive perception would I need to actually see through his disguise?
No.
How high?
No.
Do you want to know?
Yeah.
Uh,
I think it's 30, isn't it?
let me check. Would this be based on my disguise or my bluff?
It would be based on your
let me check the
disguise.
feature. And what is like passive normal in this? Is
10
it like
plus
10
the
plus?
rank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
37.
Damn.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's kind of high.
Not easy.
Hence
It's like
why I said
it's like
no.
you get like a plus 20 on bluff. It's pretty intense.
Anyway.
I wanted to give the number.
Now, if we can get back to Meredith.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry.
Posting something.
All right, I am making my way to the post office.
Making her way to the post office. Hello. What can we do for you today?
Yes, hi. I'd like to send a letter, please.
Oh, of course. Where to?
1 second. Let me just
Look up your
Proper the DM.
hometown name.
Yeah. From how do you pronounce it? House.
House, yeah.
House. Okay. To house, please. To the inn there.
Certainly. And may I ask who should be addressing?
Shit, I forgot their names.
Oh,
Damn, dementia's really
classic
hitting you
mom
early,
vibes.
huh?
I'm only
Oh.
61. If you could address it
Classic
to a
mom.
Tristan Reverie, please.
Tristan Reverie. Got it. And what should the letter say, ma'am?
I need another bird.
Okay. I will have that sent out. That'll be 1 gold piece for expedited delivery, or 5 silver pieces to have it delivered within 3 days.
Let's take it. Let's do expedited, please.
Of course. And she reaches out her palm for your money.
I will pass the money.
Okay.
I am giving the money.
She takes it and says, "Pleasure doing business with you."
And you. Do you need a name for that letter?
That only if you wish to give one.
Yes, do so. Mrs. Meredith Reverie.
Mrs. Meredith Reverie. Got it. Okay then.
Thank you very much.
Of course. Pleasure doing business with you. Now
And you.
we'll move on to, I think the next closest one is the weapon shop. So we'll start with Arzoth and Colt going in, and then we'll have Kostu join them later.
Holt is going to enter the weapon shop, and what does he see?
Firearms, as far as the eye can see. They're set up in all these beautiful shelves, and there's a gentleman kind of perusing over some of the bigger cases. There's a wall in the back that has some more standard weaponry like spears, a lasso. There's also a few hats in here by the looks of it. And then there's a rather disheveled looking man with a bit of a wild look to him. Well dressed, but nonetheless, it's more of his like general demeanor and facial hair that he looks somewhat seedy, standing behind the counter. As he sees you come in, he grins a rather devious grin and says, "Welcome, intrepid adventurers. Come for a taste of Wimegrado's premier firearm shop? Or if you're looking for some of the classics, we've got those too."
So, DM, I have a question.
Okay.
What types of firearms are in the cases?
Why would you do that to me? Why would you do that to me?
Because he wants them.
Yeah, obviously,
Well,
but
I mean, I'm curious.
all of the early firearm types, barring like the double hackbut, are here.
Okay. I was just curious. All right. Colt is going to walk over to the counter, and he's going to say,
No 60 sweep, that's incorrect. I did come prepared. I just didn't come prepared to answer with their exact names. Don't you bully me. Anyway. Sorry, gotta yell at chat real quick. Back to business.
So, I don't see a lot of places that sell firearms a lot.
Well, of course not. Rather an emerging industry, as it were. Think we're probably the first city in the continent to actually use them as our primary means of self-defense. Keeps the city well stocked and gives the adventurers something nice to think about when they're moving forward. Of course, we got the classics too. We've got your swords, we've got your axes, whatever you like. If that's more your speed.
Well, not really. Classics are definitely not my speed.
I was also gonna
As you can
chuckle
tell.
hearing that.
Yes, I can
I
tell.
know. You like to hit your enemies over the head with a damn weight on a chain. I get it.
Well, I'm afraid I don't have anything quite like that, but I do have some axes for our bearded fellow over there, if that's more what you're looking for. As for you, my good sir, I'm sure you have a discerning eye to find whatever you may like. And he smiles his sort of slimy smile. He says, Garrett Ivo, by the way. And you are?
Colt is going to walk a little closer and offer out a hand and say, "My name is Colt Irons."
He shakes your hands and says, Well, welcome to Garrett's Guns.
Looks like it's got plenty of guns.
Question, DM: does he flex when he says it?
He does not flex when he says it, but he does, like, you know how in the anime when they have really white teeth, they'll see like the little star
yeah, the
buzzing
little
off of them?
flash.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
okay.
happens.
He has the glasses. He
Bet.
does the
He's
little
got the glint.
flash.
He's got the glint, yes.
So,
Yes.
how many non-locals actually purchase firearms?
Plenty, as long as they can afford it. The more accomplished adventurers are usually the main clientele outside of town. Of course, just providing the town itself with working firearms and the repair costs and all that. That alone keeps me fairly well employed. But, the occasional outside adventurer comes in. As I said, usually the ones that have been at it for a few years, have some experience to their name, want some real firepower behind them. That's who comes and buys these bad boys. Though we keep in stock plenty of old school self-defense tools for the people who are a bit afraid of handling these bad boys.
Garrett, I hate to say it, Garrett, but I don't know if I will ever purchase a firearm itself from your shop. I craft them myself, but there is something I am looking for, and I think you might have it.
He absolutely beams at you. And what is that I can do for you, Mr. Cold Irons?
I've heard about this is emerging, new types of magic items made for guns. Attachments, put them on the gun.
Garrett looks at you, frowns, and says, Attachments, huh? And how much do you have to offer for that?
Right now, nothing.
Then you'll
in
forgive
the
me
future-
if those things stay out of reach and out of sight.
Well, I guess I have nothing more to do.
If you
I
have the
suppose I'll
money
come
in the
back
future,
later.
then I'll be happy to show you some of those. Though we only have a handful. Those are, in fact, emerging.
They are pretty new tech.
Oh, would you look at that? Hello, sir. Welcome in. He says as Kostu enters the building. Veer, you are muted.
So I'm gonna walk to the other weapons. Where are the other weapons? I can't really tell.
Opposite side of the building.
Oh, okay. I guess I'll peruse the firearms a little bit, but I'm more interested in the other types of weapons.
Sure thing.
But I
Well,
was able to hear Colt's conversation a little bit and be like, it's cash you need. You saved my life, so I'm sure we can come to some sort of arrangement.
No need, Costu. Your money should stay in your pocket. I feel like you're gonna need it more than I will.
Ah, band of adventurers, is it?
Uh,
Well then, feel free to look around, and if you find something you like, let me know. As for you, dwarven man, looking for anything in particular, or just kind of sticking around with these two?
This side of the store. Thanks though.
And with that, we'll move over to Thalia, who appears to just be somewhat anxiously hanging outside the
Oh no no
magic
no!
item
Hold on,
shop.
hold on, hold on.
Okay, holding.
Yes. Yeah. She'll kind of let herself inside, and she's looking around specifically. Are there are there any like wands or scrolls that she can make out?
Not that you'd
Like
be able
what
to
it?
make out right away. Like most things are behind shelves. The only things that are kind
Ah,
of laid out are like more instructionary than anything. As you
oh,
go in and
lovely.
immediately start looking around, the proprietor goes, welcome to. Oh, I I guess you're just ignoring me.
Not at all, not at all. And she makes her way to the counter and flashes the proprietor her most trustworthy grin.
Yeah.
This woman is going to steal
Mhm.
something.
He goes, um, welcome to Whimsy Wonders, miss. My name's Daniel, Daniel Juiced. Uh, how can I be of assistance today?
Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Juiced. I happen to be in the market. I'm looking for magical items, specifically a rather specific one, actually. Uh,
Well, if we have it in, I'd be happy to get it for you.
yeah, yes. Do you happen to have a uh like a wand of say something rudimentary, like an acid splash, ray of frost, thing of that nature?
A
Uh,
wand of acid splash. You
mhm,
know, I think I actually do have a wand of acid splash in the back.
mhm.
Sometimes the
I
kids who come by would use it to train with them,
mhm.
teach them a few of the basics. But I can create a new one anytime, so I'd be happy to get that for you if you want.
That the other thing that I would be looking for is she kind of is racking her brain on her to-do list, and she and a little bit more more seriously, I'm I'm looking for uh some a wand of doom, if you have such a thing.
A wand of doom, huh?
Yes. You know, the sort that a cleric might use.
Mm.
I reckon the most of your wares probably tend towards the arcane, but
No,
uh,
I do have a few more wands on that side of side of things. Mostly scrolls, but I have a few. Let me take a look in the back and I'll see what I can find.
mhm, mhm.
I don't want to make
And
any promises, but I'll do my best.
oh, no worries, no worries. And she kind of rifles through her pockets like while he's in the back and like counts her coins and then like does a little bit of math in her head and is like very suddenly dismayed realizing the things she's asking for. But
Okay.
first thing,
I've got this wand of acid splash first because I knew I could find that. Uh,
mhm,
as for the wand of doom, I
yes.
was able to find one, but it's fairly heavily used. Is that okay?
Oh, oh, yeah. By all means, how used are we talking?
Well, it's got about 10 charges left on it. Um,
Okay.
obviously, I would sell that to you for a significant discount. That would only be
Mm-hmm.
150 gold.
Mm-hmm.
The acid
Actually,
splash one is fully charged, so that's 375.
Actually, you know what? Uh, I'm afraid, now that I think about it, I have fallen on some hard times of late, but I will most assuredly take the that wand of doom of which you speak.
Oh.
And she fishes out 150 gold and forks it over.
All right. He takes it and then puts it away in a little table behind him and goes, "Here you are, then, ma'am." And he hands you the wand and says, "If there's anything else I can do for you while you're here, feel free to let me know. We don't get a lot of
Well,
business in here on account of it being more of a, well, you can kind of get the vibe of the town, I'm sure."
mhm. I actually I was wondering, and she kind of opens up she pulls out her grimoire and starts flipping through the pages. Is there any way? I don't know if I'll be able to at this time, but is there any way I might be able to use some of your repertoire as reference in the future? I'm sure you might expect some kind of fee for that. I don't expect anything for free, but
Oh, sure.
it
Yeah,
might.
if you're just looking to learn new spells, that's uh
Yeah.
are you a divine or more of an arcane?
Well, this is a little bit of an interesting situation. Have you ever had any inquisitors come through town?
Oh, every once in a while, yeah.
I- if you happen to have any scrolls like that, those would be the ones that would be
Okay.
more.
Tell you what, I will do some digging and I will see what I can find. If you don't mind coming back tomorrow or a little bit later than that, I should be able to have some set aside and we can figure out the costs for copying down anything from there.
She beams. Thank you so much for your expertise and excellent service, Mr. Juice. And she strolls out,
Okay.
summarily pleased with herself.
While that is happening, let's go over to Ray. Ray, you're currently looking in the window of.
Oh, is that what's the door? Because I'm going to walk in through the door and not the window. I feel I need to clarify this.
This is the door.
Great.
We're not defenestrating.
No, just making sure. Because I know if I accidentally, step in through the window, someone will say that's the window.
As you're about to step in, you see a big sign, saloon like, over the big front double doors that says Ricket Roll'em.
Is that the name of the place? Is this the Rick Rollum?
It seems to be.
They're never gonna give
Love
you
that.
up.
That's great. I'll head into the Rick Rollum.
All right.
And
You head into the Ricket
make
Roll'em
my
and you immediately hear some faint saloon music playing. It sounds basically like you've just entered a country bar. And there's a couple patrons over by the main counter, along with a man cleaning a glass and what appears to be a dwarven man with a thick red beard who is sort of scowling down at everyone. As you enter, he goes, "Welcome into Rick and Roll'em. Planning on gambling today or just a drink?"
maybe later after I've had some drinks.
Okay, fair enough. If you need anything, you let me or Simon here know. My name is Roderick. Just holler if you need it. In the meantime, something to drink, you said.
Yes.
What's
Uh,
on the agenda,
what
good
would
man?
what would you recommend?
I would recommend whatever gets you drunkest fastest. Perhaps, perhaps some vodka or gin. Or, of course, if you're a classic man, a beer of sorts. We do have some honey mead.
That sounds lovely.
Honey mead it is, then. Simon! Yes, boss. Procure the honey mead. Yes, boss. Here you are, sir. It will be 2 gold.
Oh, well,
Darn.
I'll put down 3.
Okay. He gladly takes the extra one and says, "You are of kind souls, sir of many dress."
I wouldn't know about that, but I like making friends.
Simon, you said it wrong. It is not men of many dress, it is men of pleasant dress. Oh, men of pleasant dress. Thank you. And he goes back to washing dishes.
He's certainly got the spirit, and that's what's most important.
Yeah, so are you just drinking the honeymead casually, or are you here to ask questions? What's the 411?
I think start just being a little bit friendly. He will ask, just if there's any. So, Rickard,
Roderick!
Roderick.
Common
yes.
mistake.
S-
Rickett was my
Sorry.
brother. I killed him for possession of tavern. That is joke. He is very much dead though. That part not joke.
Oh, I like that joke.
You and me, we get along fine.
Yes. Well, just traveling. Traveling around, looking to see how things are. Would you say that any, very standout individuals have been happening by here? Any particular, misdemeanors you've noticed going on around?
Hmm.
And
I
he just
I
kind of
can give
puts like
you-
another. He will already just like put another gold on a thing. Just kind of. I'm not the type to show and tell.
Right.
I'm
He
just
he
curious.
gladly takes it and says, "I will give you 2 pieces of information. So, first, there is merchant man coming in here from Ravath. He's been murmuring and going about the bars, and apparently something happened in Ravath that sent him spiraling out of there in some craze, been asking around about adventurers. Possibly looking to send someone down there, I don't know the details. But, second thing, perhaps more prominent, men in town with strangely dark clothes been asking around about someone named Raven. Says they are thief, looking to get back stolen goods from thief. Told him to talk to guards, but man does not want guards to deal with this.
Oh, those are 2 great pieces of information.
Yes, I am aware. That is my job.
Well,
Your name is... I did not catch.
I'm Ray Blackfield.
Oh, Ray Blackberry, got. Simon, you take care of this Ray Blackberry. If he need anything, as long as he paying, you take good care. I go to back now. I have to take care of some business. He cracks his knuckles, and then he goes, "You got to shit, boss? I got to shit."
I'll just deduct another 2 gold, just as a kind of. He'll order one, and would also very clearly to kind of keep the pleasantries flowing.
Of
He knows how
course.
to deal with these people.
Fair enough. And with that, I think we can go back to the weapon shop. If everybody's kind of gone about their business, then we can start moving on to the meeting Lily at the tavern phase of the night. But if there's anything else
I would
anyone
like
wants to
to
do
look.
beforehand,
I would like to look at the weapons and see kind of what
it's just very typical
What there
adventurer
is.
gear. It's like,
on offer?
Short and long swords, short and long bows, a couple axes, maybe like a
Standard
spear or a
masterwork.
javelin. It's standard. It's not anything that's like really well taken care of, but it's like sturdy is how I would describe it.
Well, I'm gonna go walk over and ask the shopkeeper. I say, what do you know about weapon enchantment?
Weapon enchantment? You're in the wrong shop, buddy. I sell the weapons themselves. If you're looking to have some magic put on them, you're gonna be looking over at old Daniel Juiced shop.
Do you sell any weapons that already have magic?
Well, usually, again, that's more Daniel's forte. We sell just standard affair. Most people around here don't want to deal with the magic of things. Sometimes that leads to bad business, you know? If somebody doesn't know how to wield a flame sword, that gets in a whole lot of trouble. So I say, why bother with it? All I worry about is the maintaining what I got here and just upgrading where I can.
Fair enough. Okay. Well, I guess I will go to the magic shop then.
Okay.
If people want to go on to the next section, I can go back to the magic shop later before we head out. But
Cole is what's his name again? I've already forgotten his name.
Garrett?
Garrett, yeah, because it's Garrett's guns. That's right.
Wait, is this
Garrett.
where's the magic shop?
It's
I'm
right across
sorry.
the way.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
wanted to go there too.
Okay.
This is the
So,
magic shop right here.
No, it's up one. It's north.
Oh, up one more.
Here.
Okay,
yeah, you
so
were
not
at
right
the
across the way.
you were at the jail.
The jail. Oh, okay. So we'll be heading there soon, I bet.
Jesus. Okay. Anyway.
Whether it's captives or otherwise.
Wow.
Okay. Colt, what are you doing?
There is something I do want to ask about.
Okay.
Garrett, do you sell alchemy kits, or do you know someone in town that might have one for sale?
Alchemy kits? Yeah, I sell those.
Alright. Well, put me down for one portable one then.
One portable alchemy kit. You got it. That is going to be 25 gold pieces, sir.
Colt puts 25 gold pieces on the counter.
And then 15 more gold pieces.
Colt begrudgingly puts 15 more on the counter.
He takes it and hands you the alchemy kit. He says, pleasure doing business with you.
Colt takes the alchemy kit before leaving the shop and heading to the seedy inn. Sorry, the seedy tavern.
Okay, well, I guess we'll go over to Arzoth and Costu now, because you made your way over to the magic shop. Oh, what a busy day I'm having today. What can I do for y'all?
Zoth is gonna motion to let Costu go first.
Cool. I'm gonna say, what can you tell me about weapon enchantment? Oh, and or magic weapons or armor enchantment?
I mean, I have some I could sell you if that's what you're asking. But in terms of actually, doing it, I'm not the right guy. I mostly focus on scrolls and wands. The people who enchant weapons, that's a whole other, rare sort of business.
I understand. Can I take a look at your selection?
I only have a few, but if you're telling me what you're looking for, I might be able to help you out.
something similar to this, and I draw my greatsword, but I don't. But I try to do it in as non-aggressive a way as I can, and I proffer it to him by the hilt.
Sure. He takes it and he goes, any particular enchantments that you were looking for?
Perhaps something to help with undead. I think that would be some undead bane type things would not be amiss.
I don't know if I quite have that, but hang on. Let me rummage around in the
Let's
back.
just see what you have.
Goes in the back. Comes out later with 2 great swords, one of which is yours, and in the other hand he has what looks like almost an identical great sword, except for it has a red gem and some text which you can't decipher embedded into the blade itself. He goes, here's yours back, sets it on the table. He says, and this is what I have. He goes, Ignacio! And you watch as the great sword catches fire.
Looky, a flaming sword.
And then he
Everyone needs one.
you watch as he sort of just stops focusing on it for a second. His eyes sort of drift, and the sword goes back to normal. And then he sets it down and goes, so, how about that?
So I admit I'm interested.
Well, I would hope so. But that's all I got in terms of great swords. I know it's a fairly common enchantment to have something on fire, but well,
Sure.
there's just not a lot of options
What
around
about
here.
what about halberds or polearm?
Halberd, huh? I don't think I've got anything with more of a reach to it, unfortunately. Like I said, it's mostly swords.
That's all right.
This is still a pretty small town.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting anything crazy. I look at him and I say, "How much?"
And he starts doing some math in his head. 2010.
Interesting.
Whoa.
Do you want me to put it on hold for you? I mean, I don't personally carry around that kind of money myself at any given time.
Yes, naturally. Yeah, if you would.
Sure, I can hold it for up to a week. And then he
Okay. Thank you.
goes to the back again and comes back out without the greatsword.
I'll sheath my own greatsword and walk out, knowing that if that was 2,000, this pretty much everything is going to probably be too rich for my blood. But I'm not gonna.
Sure.
I'm not gonna give that away. I'm not gonna play my hand.
As you leave, he goes, "Oh, well, see, how can I help
Thank
you,
you
sir?"
Thank you for showing me.
Do you happen to have a flask of holy water or know where I can acquire one?
A flask of holy water. Well, we do have a church in the back of the town. That's probably where you'd be more likely to find something like that. I know they're willing to sell them to adventurers. Church has to make some income somehow, I suppose.
It's gonna head out the door.
Oh, well, oh. Okay. And with that,
Yeah,
I
where's the
think
church at?
all the way in the back.
Oh shit, there it is. Yeah, I see.
With that, I suppose we'll move over to Colt. While nobody is going to the fucking tavern to meet Lily.
Got shit to do.
I'll go to the tavern.
Where the fuck is Thalia? Where did Thalia go?
She was in the same place as Vico.
Oh, Dolly was okay.
Wait,
I
place
was trying
across
to
is
figure out where
another
everyone
tavern?
was. Yes, that's what we were saying the whole time.
Yeah.
All right. Anyway.
Doesn't look like one.
Oh my
Damn.
god. It's an inn.
More of an inn, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
So
Well, if
Colt,
that's-
you
I'll head to
arrive
the
at the rig. Okay, never mind then. You do not arrive at the Ricket Roll'em. Vico,
No,
what
I
are you
don't.
doing? You've gotten a few in you by this point. You're having a great time talking with Simon. He's regaling you with stories about how he used to fight in the old war. You know, the war in that place with all the mountains. You know the
Whole
one.
mountain's great. I'll let him like finish the story, and then I'll make plans to head towards the inn.
He goes, anyway,
After that.
that is how I lost Pinky Finger and met wife. She is dead now, but she bore me 3 grapefruit-sized children.
Are they also dead now?
Did you hear that?
Well, that's better than 3 grape-sized children.
Would crush grape-sized children on bottom of boot. Would be useless.
Well, I
Fuck
do
Jack.
unfortunately still have some other matters to attend to.
Oh, that
But,
is great shame. Was enjoying spending time with fellow member of Union. Did I say this wrong?
I'm not sure. I don't think I'm in a union, but I'm not about to tell him that. No, of course, it's always a great time.
Well then,
I
take
hope I
full
can
road.
pop by again soon.
Take full road. And he hands you a mug of beer. Send good word about bar. And these
Yes,
other 2
yes, I will.
customers. What have you been wanting? You've been sitting here not asking for anything whole time. Almost like props. And he turns back to you and he says, freaky, yes? Oh, he go.
Oh, yes, very freaky. Have a good day. Yeah, because it's kind of like a little quiet spot. I assume, when there's no pressure, just like take down, turn back,
Sure.
and
Yeah.
whenever people are meeting up, he'll be,
His
Vico.
normal self, yeah. Alright.
Not a pompous asshole, just an asshole.
So we'll, I guess, go over to Arzoth now that you made your way to the church.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Welcome, my child. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for a flask of holy water.
Flasks of holy water. Very well. We can provide you with what you seek. This will, however, cost you a small sum, if that is all right.
However much?
They are 40 gold pieces for a single holy pot.
Can I try and do a little negotiation here? A little haggling?
Sure. You're welcome to try.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Alright.
I always love it when they try.
Right.
What are you gonna
Well,
say?
as a fellow man of religion himself, would you mind cutting me a 5 gold discount?
Oh,
Just this one time.
you're
As a traveler passing through.
you yourself are religious? What god do you follow?
I follow Aurori.
Irori.
Banish him from the church.
Now roll me a diplomacy check.
Got you. Bet, let's go.
Hey, Rory, we had a problem with those.
My brother was an Aurori. Now, obviously, here we worship Stackland, but nonetheless, an Aurorite is more than welcome here. Very well. 35, but don't tell anyone.
You have my word. Thank you kindly.
Of course. And he hands you the holy water as you hand him the gold. Is there anything else I can do for you, my child?
No, thank you so much.
Of course. May he guide your path on the ever-winding road.
And you the same. And Arzoth is gonna head on out.
Okay.
Everybody over here, I guess.
Everybody heads over to the inn at
Oh, I was going to say one more
approximately
thing.
the
Sorry.
same. Go ahead.
I was going to ask, do you? I'm considering again the weapon. Would you accept other forms of payment besides gold? Is there something that you need done?
Favor
Something
for
I
a fit.
If not, I understand. But
I'm sorry.
20 gold is
There's
20
nothing
gold.
I really need being done right now, but this
That's
is an
fine.
adventurous town. I'm sure that somebody around here is probably looking to hire you on, and then you could come back and get it no problem.
I agree. Thank you.
Okay. Costu, where are you going now?
I was going to go to the tavern the other way. I
Yeah,
was
it's
going to
the
look and try to
exact
find
opposite
Lily.
direction.
He
Okay.
Parsley
I
went
just
down.
knew she was at the guard barrack the last I knew where she was.
You know,
Because she was talking to. Oh, she's over there. Okay. Well, then I will go over there. Just move me there, I guess.
all right. You make your way over to the rest of the party, who several of which are just kind of hanging around outside of the doors, seemingly not sure whether or not they should enter. For those of you who are outside, you can
Oh, that's
casually
not
see
inside? Never
you
mind.
can casually see Thalia and Colt sitting inside. Thalia is reading a book and Colt polishing his firearm.
I do
Thalia
not.
she's reading a book. She's looking at Colt. Her hand reaches for her dagger, and then she goes back to reading the book.
You know, Thalia, I need to load this first before I shoot you.
Really, really. Is that really how you go about things? Solving every problem with violence?
No. I can see you reaching for that dagger.
What? Oh, it's an old nervous habit. Don't worry about him. Old woman's foolishness. Too much.
Old woman!
It's...
You guys are having a weird conversation over
Damn
here.
it. God damn it.
What?
Lily just sitting there across the way, like, has been waiting here this whole time. Yeah, what the hell? Are you two gonna, like, fight? Or is this just banter?
No.
Then you hear the
I-
innkeeper go, if you are going to fight, my dear
I think it's
adventurers, would you mind doing it out on the patio instead of in here?
Maybe tell our customers first so that they can place bets.
No,
that
that's
was...
the other bar. We just admire the strength here. Would you mind giving us a second? Sure, of course. Well, that weird interaction aside, it's glad you could all make it here. Would somebody let Costu in? He's just kind of staring out from the window.
Hello.
He's trying
Hello.
to go through the window.
Hello.
Come on in.
Yeah,
sir.
there was someone in the way.
In any case, I've already gotten rooms for the night for y'all, just for the one night. As for me, well, I'll figure something out. But I made
Why don't you?
introductions.
Why don't you
Do you
stay
not
with
have-
us?
Do you not have gold for a room for yourself, Lily?
Well, not after paying for everybody else's.
Oh, you
How much
didn't.
is a room? How much
You
is a
simply
room?
did not
I'll
have
pay.
to.
I'll buy the room.
Let's
Tyron's
go.
gonna stand up,
Oh no.
walk over to the counter.
Hell yeah.
We don't need to buy the rooms. We can just rent them out.
Yes, that's generally how things work.
It's 5 gold pieces for a room.
I'm gonna put 5 gold pieces on the counter.
All right. He takes your gold and says, "And a pleasure doing business with you." At which point, Lily
No
just
problem.
sort of scratches the back of her head and goes, "Well, thank you."
Well,
In
you
any
should have
case,
invited her to your room.
I made an arrangement with the sheriff. He'll be waiting outside of this inn tomorrow morning, so you can have a proper talk with him. Tell him all the going-ons, and after that, if y'all have any adventuring to be doing, feel free to get to it.
Sweet.
Oh, he did say he might have something for y'all to do as well if you're interested.
Oh, positively delightful. From
course.
one
Who did?
town.
Word I've heard is that there's a few people here who are potentially looking to hire your services. Don't know if y'all have caught wind. Apparently, there's somebody asking around about a thief, and somebody else who's from Revath who's practically begging anyone to go check out the city. Or
I'm
town.
sorry, where is this person?
Well, he was, last I saw him, he was shopping for some goods over by that bakery next door. Or bakery, that general goods store.
As far as I understand it, there seems
I'm
to be
sorry,
a
I'll be right
merchant
back.
that is quite in his confusion, quite in a state, quite worried about something going on in Ravath. I don't know if it's related, but it sounded
Vico, he's
not
already
great.
left. Or she's already left.
Oh, I'm just telling everyone,
Okay. Alright.
just so the party knows what I know about the guy from Ravath. I say nothing about the thief.
Alright. Well, we will let Meredith have that conversation in a little bit, but first,
So
as
what
this
of
is happening.
what of the guard captain?
That is
Lily?
the sheriff, George Burnside.
Sheriff.
He'll meet you out front here tomorrow, and y'all can say what you gotta say, and that should pretty much be it. I'll spend the night here and then be on my way. Don't want to burden y'all with sticking around.
Oh,
Not
you're
a burden at all.
burden, Lily.
But I
In
do
fact-
understand that you may have things to attend to in Foxville.
Gotta set some things up before I sort of go on my own way. Of course, I'd love to keep in touch with y'all. Let's figure out some way to make that work. Maybe send letters to some centralized location, and I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Figure
Sure.
something out.
In any case, for now, I'm gonna retire. If y'all
Okay,
need
what
me-
time of day is it?
Well, you guys travel to
Yeah.
town, and then you spent several hours shopping.
Mm.
So it's
Yeah.
Our shopping
probably like around 8 p.m. right now.
I want to check my pocket watch.
Oh boy, 8 p.m.
Exactly 8 p.m.
On this
Lily,
dot.
I can't-
Checking your pocket
Lily,
watch
I
every
can't
time.
believe you're going to bed at Coltire's gonna flick out his pocket watch at exactly 8 p.m.
Well, I'm
On the
exactly tired,
nose.
Colt.
We've been on the road for the whole
You traveled
day.
all week.
And then some.
Well,
Well,
that's true.
I
That's
A bit
pretty
of-
eventful.
A bit of fatigue is understandable, and it must be a relief to have any sort of respite that's not a tent on the side of the road.
Well, at least let me buy you a drink first.
well, I suppose that's all right.
This is a tavern, is it not?
It is. She goes into the next room over and sits down at one of the tables.
Coltire's gonna walk up front desk and say, who do I order from? You or
place your orders with the chef. There's a little screen you can look through into the kitchen. Just holler out what you want. The menu will be right next to it.
All right, thank you kindly.
Anytime.
All right, come on, everyone. I'm gonna buy around for everyone.
Can't say no to that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say no to it.
All right, while
That's a
everyone's
dream.
walking in there, we'll let Meredith do her thing.
So, I assume who's the person from this guy? Just this guy?
Yeah.
Okay. You are the merchant, yes, from Revath?
What? Yeah, my name's Verid. What are you? Who wants to know?
I'm an adventurer, looking for work, and I heard you were from Revath and begging someone to help. What's the problem?
Didn't think anyone would. Is it just you interested? It's gonna take
I
more
have
than
a-
that.
I have a party. I will try my best to convince them if it is something urgent. I will go myself if need be, though I
He
hope it
looks
does
at
not
you
come to
and
that.
goes. He looks at you and goes, "You won't be enough alone. Listen, the folk, they've been acting strangely, isolated, murmuring to themselves. They're acting somber. Crops started failing, the rivers run dry, and there's a fog that constantly clings over the town. It refuses to lift even in the light of day."
Okay, DM, knowledge nature check. Does this match any natural phenomenon?
Nope. That's pretty reasonable for you to know.
Okay.
And worst of all, everyone just seems totally resigned to it.
Gee, I wonder.
It must be
Crazy.
depression. It must be mass depression.
Mass depression. That's got to be it.
Recently, they've
Somebody
been
casted mass
talking
depression.
about the nymph of the withered spring. She came back, that old local legend, and well, she started talking to the people there, and then they started acting all weird. And look, I'm not gonna pretend that I care that much about all the random people in the town that I don't know them that well, you know? I just set up shop there, but my sister Alina, she's been taken in by all this nonsense. She's just got all withdrawn and quiet and talking about the coming end.
The
I'm
coming
scared for her.
end.
I'm really scared for her. So if you can get her out of there, I will reward you handsomely. I took a fair bit to get set up here, but I've got 3,000 gold. That's you and whatever help you can rustle up to split amongst yourselves if you can do this. I was planning on saving it to set up a shop, but I'll figure something out. My sister's life is far more important.
DM, he mentioned something. Nymph of the Withered Spring. Would that be a local legend I would be aware of? Having come from that area?
If you would like to make a knowledge local check, you could.
Again, I don't have knowledge local, but I do come from that area. Would that change anything?
You would probably be familiar with the legend that there was supposedly a nymph of great beauty who lived in the spring between the towns of Revath and House. You wouldn't know too many details about it. Obviously, you've never seen her, can't verify this rumor or anything, but supposedly her beauty and natural ties are what caused the area to flourish and be so ripe for crops.
One last question for you.
Of course, anything.
What's happening in Redhath? Is it also happening in House? And at this point she's been somewhat concerned she's like looking somewhat concerned like this entire time, but now she's just like she seems to be emotionless and very, very serious.
The man goes, I don't know. I couldn't tell you what's going on in house. I had to book it straight here from Revath.
Surely you must have heard rumors. No?
No, I haven't heard shit getting out of there. Far as I know, I'm the only one that has gotten out of there. I haven't asked around about house. I'm sorry. I've been too focused on trying to get help for my sister.
Well, I can make no promises, but I'll see what I can do. If you find anyone who knows anything more about house, come to me at once. Understood?
And if you decide that you're taking this on, you come find me at once.
That's not what I said. If you find anyone who knows anything about what's going on in house, tell me immediately. Am I clear?
Yes, I gathered that, and I'm saying if you decide to take this on, you come tell me.
Very well. Just gonna go back now.
Okay.
Might as well interrogate the innkeeper now.
Jesus Christ.
Hell yeah.
At this point, everybody else has got a round on the table. You're all having engaging in conversation.
Does Cold Irons notice Meredith?
Yeah, the door's
by
closed.
The innkeeper?
You wouldn't have any reason to notice.
There?
Yeah, there's a door right here.
Clearly.
Doesn't look like. Okay.
I mean, you could probably like, hear me.
Actually, you're right. There is no door. That's on me.
It doesn't. Yeah. It looks like an open
Sorry, I
hallway.
was a bit zoomed out. So yeah, I guess you would see Meredith storming in. Meredith, what do you
storming. Walking with purpose. Moving with purpose.
And what was she like to say?
The merchant is from Revhath, correct?
Hmm? What do you
mean? The merchant. I need to know if there's anyone in this town who has recently been to house.
I couldn't tell you for certain. As far as I know, the only out-of-towners we have in here right now that are causing any sort of movement are you guys and the gentleman who's been shouting up and down. Oh, and there was one guy who came through asking about a thief.
A thief?
Named the Raven. But he spoke primarily to the guards, and then he was on his merry way.
Do you know where he was from? Or, barring that, who could tell me where he was from?
The only one who would be able to tell you is most likely the sheriff, seeing as that's who he mostly spoke to. Didn't bother us innkeepers much.
Alright, thank you. I'm just gonna head back out.
Wait, Meredith.
Not right now.
Go on, let your ale get warm then, I guess.
I have bigger things to worry about.
Yeah.
Who is... Where's the sheriff? Where's the sheriff?
What's going on with Meredith? I asked to Cole.
The sheriff is down in the guardhouse, way over here.
Is it the sheriff talking to us tomorrow morning? But she wasn't there for that. Oh my god.
I was there for that.
Yeah.
Is more concerned, I think.
Okay.
I'm gonna go over to the innkeeper.
You walk into the guard's office rather aggressively, and you see an old man dressed in a leather duster, polishing his spurs as you do so. He stops to look at you as you quickly maneuver in and get up in his face, and he goes, "Young lady, was there something that you're needing from me?"
Well, I'm aware that I'm one of the adventure. You are going to speak with us tomorrow morning, but something's come up, and I'm afraid I cannot wait. The man who came here asking after the Raven, where was he from?
Young lady, I couldn't tell you where that man was from. He's been very cagey about that information when he showed.
Okay. Where is he then?
Not here. Dropped in, asked around, and then left town.
So he left. Sorry to take your time. I'll be heading out now.
I'm gonna ask the innkeeper, what was her? She seemed agitated.
I couldn't tell you. She just came in here all aggressively. I don't know if something's going on in her home life. Maybe it's, fight with a lover. I don't know.
Meredith, you're back. Is all well? You seemed upset.
There's something happening in Revhath, and I'm trying to figure out if anything is also happening in a house, and there's no one who seems to have that information. Which is somewhat vexing, at the least.
Well,
I don't know that we can do anything about that today. It'd likely be best to rest, see what other information we can get from the sheriff in the morning, and then.
Oh, I just talked to the sheriff. There's no information to be had.
About house, perhaps.
About house. That's all I need to know at this point.
Right.
Meredith, I think you need to settle down, I think. Come on,
Yes.
come on.
Excuse you?
Let's not. She doesn't need to settle down. She is rightfully worried about her family and her children.
Well, you don't know that.
Yeah,
You
I
don't
told you
have
about that.
information.
You do not. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't.
No.
She's rightfully. Wait, don't we know that she's from house?
No.
No.
She hasn't shared
No.
anything.
Yeah.
Okay. She's. So I guess I don't know any of that.
Yeah.
No.
Look,
She's just freaking out for no reason.
Yeah, everybody thinks
That
she's
you
just
know.
losing it.
Meredith, I'm not saying it is a bad thing. All I'm saying is, I don't think there's much we can really do tonight. It's pretty late, and we're gonna need, if we're gonna do anything about it, we need to travel there first, and that's gonna take a little bit. Besides, if you act quickly, you can get your ale before Arzoth gets it.
The
Already
real.
gone. I don't know what you.
Oh, it's gone already?
I agree with
Meredith,
Colt.
the ale's
We
gone.
can't act today.
Speaking of which, Colt, you might want to cough up 2 gold for the ale.
I'll pass on the ale.
How much was the
For the round that you bought everyone, I was going to say I was averaging it to about 2 gold.
Okay, I want to give him. I want to give him 4 and tell him to get the better ale.
Well, la-di-da.
Damn, bro.
Can't believe you insulted
Hell
this
yeah.
man's servants.
God damn.
He
Well, I'm
looks
sure there's
mildly. He looks a little, confused, quizzical at first, and then he goes into the back and gives you each a new round of ale.
I no ale for me, please.
Oh, I didn't mean the second time. I meant the first time. Like,
Oh,
okay. In that case, yeah,
you're all. Sure you got the quality ale.
You're all slightly more drunk.
No, I'm not consuming alcohol
Meredith.
this night.
Yeah, everyone
Obviously
else.
not you.
Oh well.
We can't do anything about anything outside of this town today.
Fine, we'll wait until tomorrow.
But we're
I need to get some
here with
rest.
you, Meredith.
What is going on in
Something's
house
going.
anyway?
That's the problem. I don't know.
Where did house
Revhath?
come from?
What's going on in Ravath that has you so concerned?
Well, apparently there's some sort of supernatural occurrence there. They're all talking about the reappearance of a local legend called, I believe, the Nymph of the Withered Spring. There's been some sort of mist setting in every night and infecting everyone with a sort of apathy, listlessness. Apparently, there's been some people murmuring about the end times.
I look to Thalia.
Hold
I guess
up,
I'll go
hold up.
into the
Yeah,
other room.
would would Thalia be able to overhear that?
I don't see why
would
not.
I would specifically say it in your direction, considering that you seem to know something about this whole topic.
Thalia was she'd been like fiercely contemplating her mug of ale, had finally gotten comfortable, was about to take a sip, and then her brow just kind of furrows. You had to say it like that. We could have been fine. This could just be an unrelated phenomenon, you know.
It could be, but I'd rather not leave
Unrelated.
it.
The nymph. I would say, based on what we saw in Claude's vision, he certainly considered whoever that woman was the nymph. And from what I recall, she was exchanging messages with Skern.
A nymph, perhaps, certainly
recipes, as I
beautiful, that's
recall.
for certain.
Oh.
Whether fey or in origin or not is something that, well, I suppose we'll have to determine ourselves when we get there.
Fey in origin, you say, and she kind of flips through her book and kind of lets her fingers rest on the spine, which has like noticeable bands of iron on it, and kind of smiles softly. I don't think they'll cause much trouble.
The merchant who just came from Redhat seems to disagree.
Well, of course, everyone fears what they don't understand. And
help us understand, Thalia. Tell us about the god of the end times. You seem to know a fair bit more than the rest of us about it.
Oh, do I have to go through?
Lily just speaks out loud now and it's like, I couldn't even finish my drink first.
Thalia seems like
precedence.
Thalia
Well,
seems
my
like
drink's already gone.
Similarly resigned. Like she takes a big swallow. It's like, oh, oh, you weren't there. Blast it. The god of the end times, Groidus. He was the one that Skern was attempting to pay homage to.
Yes.
You know, his followers tend to be obsessed with the end of things and that it's inevitable and that people could just succumb. But I'm telling you, I would love to believe that was connected and it was simply a bright, clear line from point A to point B. But the truth has this nasty habit of not revealing itself so elegantly. It's not like the answer to whatever we're seeking will just show up in a journal again. We got lucky once. We won't again.
Perhaps
I
not,
found
but if
this
there's something
journal that just kind of showed up at no.
Thalia like stares daggers. And besides, I would like to be able, having arrived in a place that faintly resembles civilization, to at least collect myself before we go herring off again, and I end up dealing with road dust and rats and bandits and cults and
Colts.
and
Colts and Colts.
she honestly she seems to be getting like visibly anxious and then takes another swig of her drink. Like,
we gotta take a brief pause and talk about the fact that 60 Squeep just said Meredith is Vex Maxing.
True.
Very true.
It's so good.
Like, well, Meredith was
I
the
should
most
reward
vexed.
chat. I should reward chat for that. There you go, chat. Courtesy of 60 Sweep making that funny.
No way.
Well, la-di-da.
Carry on.
The point
Okay.
is, it would behoove us to investigate, perhaps, but I was hoping we might that there might be something here before we go herring off. If we go chasing after whatever's going down in Revath, didn't I overhear something else about some suspicious thief causing trouble? Like,
I think that's relevant.
you think that's relevant?
I don't think that's relevant.
I mean,
Oh,
frankly, neither
you-
do I, or at least I have no reason to believe it is relevant. Unlike with Revhath, where people are explicitly mentioning the end times, and we have encountered servants of, you guessed it, God of the End Times. There may not
Yes.
necessarily be a connection, but I think the possibility is too high of that to simply ignore it.
Y'all see Lily just rubbing her
Oh.
temples with both hands at this point, elbows
Probably-
on the table firmly.
yeah, like Thalia was enjoying herself, just kind of relaxing, and now she's like downing her mug of ale and seeming very cross.
Lily, you have no
Oh
commitment
no, I have to do my
for
job. Oh no,
Reva
whatever will I do? Oh
or
no.
or to any of this. If your commitment is to Foxhill.
Now, I'm aware of what I must do, Costu, but I'm more stressed out for all of you than anything else.
Not everything is duty and obligations and the grim purpose that guides us ever forward. You know, if I thought about all that all the time, I believe I would be very much not alive right now. Do we like being alive? I think we like being alive.
You guys are stressing out
Some
a lot.
days.
I'm sure it'll work out.
She gives
Some
Colt
days
a
I like
look.
being alive.
Goodness sake, I'm going off to bed. I'll be awake when the sheriff comes. Lily, where are our rooms?
There's. I got rooms for 4 of you down here. Well, and then there's a double bed in the other room down here that you two could share, and then Colt just got me a room, so I'll be upstairs if y'all need me.
Alright, I'll take the double. Eepy.
Well then, that was a lot. I guess it makes
Yes.
perfect sense that this plot isn't locally isolated.
No.
I just hoped that we might get a brief respite. But trouble has a nasty habit of following. Well, we are looking for trouble, so I can't complain too much.
Well, we certainly found it.
I am very sorry to have to drag you into all this mess with cults and apocalypses and I mean, it doesn't strike me as the sort of thing that one signs up for as a town guard.
Lily reaches out to, if you'll let her, hold your hand.
She kind of she initially like imperceptibly bristles, but then like allows it.
She looks you in the eyes and then gently says, I can't blame you for this. After all, you guys saved Foxhill. It's not your fault that we all were caught up in this, whether you were coming here or not. I mean, it sucks to hear that this is a bigger plot than what it is, but please, don't feel in any personal way that you're responsible for this.
I don't think that that's perhaps, well, that's a story for another time. And she kind of just trails off and looks very pointedly not at Lily.
Okay. What is everybody else doing right now? Now that we've had this whole situation.
Costu's thinking. He's getting his whetstone out.
Colt's gonna go order food. Dinner time.
Oh boy, pizza time.
Arthoth is just super comfy in his chair, enjoying his ale.
Meredith has a minor breakdown, and everybody else, well, time to get our fucking drink on.
That was the entertainment for the evening.
Costu's not drinking. Costu's sharpening his blade and thinking.
Thalia's having a breakdown. It's just a quieter breakdown.
What about Vico?
Before that, now I'm just thinking of the meme that's like, well, you were out partying and drinking. I was studying the blade.
Literally costume.
Alright.
He was studying the blade and still gets one shot by a bullet in the back of the head.
I think Vico will, just enjoy the ale with Arazoth. We're going to chat. Vico's 0% vexed, and I think that's because he already had like 2 means.
Yeah.
So he's like half zonking out.
He's a little drunk right now. Yeah.
So Vico, what makes you think that this thief has nothing to do with the grander scheme of things?
I've had my run-ins with the thieves and the like. They're like making money. They don't like making, the world end.
Well, Costu's gonna pull out another one of his pieces of cheese that he bought from that one lady. Is it good, by the way? Is it good cheese?
It's pretty good cheese.
Well,
it's like a little bit salty in your mouth. It's pretty solid.
I'm imagining the cinematography of this shot is like the eating cheese in like the foreground, and then like behind that you see these two having
very
like this
much
intense
so
conversation.
Exactly what it is. It's definitely that, like the playing dumb moment where like some pure chaos in the background and just very pleasant times in the foreground. Yeah.
Since you have such experience with thieves, if you hear anything about this mysterious raven fellow, keep your ear to the ground. I don't have very many local contacts, but I might do my best to listen about. You never know what you'll find.
At this point, Lily says, all right, seems like you guys are pretty well settled in for the night to do whatever you're going to do. I am going to go get some rest. If you need me, know where to find me. And, yeah, Lily is just going to look you in the eye for a second before she goes, Thalia, give you like one of those office worker white guy smiles.
Oh.
And then she's going to squeeze your hand a little bit, and she's going to leave.
Okay, but is it the one that procs, hey, all you're sweet, or is it the one that procs, hello, human resources?
I would like to assume it's the hey, you're sweet one.
That was most peculiar. I wonder what any of it could mean.
Actually, Thalia, do you have a moment? And there's just a question I'd like to ask you.
Of course. She kind of gestures to her grimoire and smiles innocently. I'm an open book.
Oh. I think we needed a whole minute of silence for that one.
I've been waiting for that to use that for like 5
Vico no
sessions.
longer has a question.
feel like getting some fresh air. Look at the dark night. That doesn't
Oh.
burn your eyes while it's still dark.
Oh, I wish you hadn't reminded me. I'd almost gotten used to it, and she kind of strolls outside nonchalantly, extremely casually. She's also a little bit tipsy right now, which is not helping.
Yike.
Well, uh, you know, I like to think I'm a pretty fair person. And
Mm-hmm.
as you say, you've said your pieces. Uh, so, like this is done of good faith. This is not something I talk to a lot of people about. Uh, when I was a little younger, a little dumber, I didn't really just have run-ins with the guild.
Oh.
I come from a big family. I needed money.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Didn't last very long, but
A
there
shi
were. Well, if you're looking for that type, I'm not that kind of adventurer, but I'm sure you could find him.
Oh, well, if you ever you said you must have, someone as charming as yourself must have left a good impression. If we happen to run into those types, uh, it's always handy to have an introduction rather than going in blind. At least in my experiences, as a bit of an itinerant preacher, you never know who it pays to know
Oh,
and to
for
spread
sure.
the good word and all that.
All I know
Regardless,
is,
yes, go
uh,
on.
again, this is a couple of years back by now, and well, there are a lot of stories about this, Raven guy, even then, and
Oh,
I think a lot of things that are very clearly fake. Things like he took out a bunch of rivals on his own. He pulled off a heist of like 1,000 gold in less than half an hour. But
with each thing that you rattle off, she looks increasingly delighted. Like,
point
ah,
is,
you're
it's a
saying that the
story. Is
rumors get out of hand sometimes. That's what you're saying. Is I'm just surprised that you would be familiar with this. Are you from around here, perchance?
I'm from the remotely, yeah. Point is, it's probably not. You know, let's try not to intentionally run into those types. Now, one shady-looking guy looking for someone dangerous is dangerous enough, but we don't need some dangerous mystery guy to also come after us.
And here, I thought you knew how to show a good time. I'm I must say, Vico, you are alternately fascinating and disappointing all at once.
Like I said, Vico has left that time behind him.
Uh, well, sometimes it can be helpful. Uh, I know a thing or two about having to reckon with one's past. Sometimes the best way to deal with it is to confront it head on as quickly as possible. Otherwise, it'll fester like a wound, and next thing you know, you'll be wandering in darkness for 50 years or something. I mean, hypothetically.
Is
That's just a theory.
is
A game
There we
theory.
go.
Hell yeah.
Vico just looks you like dead in the eyes, like, is this still about the Raven or?
No. I'm just saying that hypothetically, something like that could happen if one were not willing to have some difficult conversations about their past. Hypothetically speaking, you know.
Costy's gonna switch
you
to
get,
call his armor. I'm sure it's been 10 minutes by now.
Costume's what now?
He's polishing his
Oh
armor
yeah,
instead
he's
of sharpening.
definitely
Yeah.
gonna-
yeah.
yeah.
He's gonna switch from sharpening
On
his
to the
weapon to
next
oiling
step.
and polishing his armor.
On to the next step. Yep.
If we could just put, he kind of moves to put like a hand on your shoulder and then pauses and it's like, wait, no contact, okay, and then like very
Thalia,
visibly
like,
retracts his hand again.
Yeah. Thalia like does. She gives him a look.
Yeah, it's just like it takes a moment to sink in. And you can clearly see he's probably had like a little bit too much to drink. And then he like, but before he retracts his hand again. I can honestly, with my whole heart, say that all of my thieving is way behind me.
Ah,
But if I find someone and I can give you an introduction and you can get in there, I'll let you know.
Okay.
well,
I think we should maybe check in on Colt Irons and Arazov
Yes.
Thunderbane.
yep.
So,
What are we doing?
what'd you
Drinking
guys
game?
buy? What'd you guys buy? Is there a
Uh,
dartboard in this
I
tavern?
went. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Is there any
Is
games
that guy
in here?
sleeping? Wait, what is? Never mind.
There's no games in here. The games would be over in the other bar.
Boo. Lame. This bar
What
sucks.
did you guys purchase, if anything?
I got a flask of holy water.
Oh. All right, good choice.
Did you end up picking out anything?
I did. I want to hear.
I got some cheese and a possible. Informant.
You know, solid
Really solid.
purchases.
Solid, very solid. I bought an alchemist lab.
Oh, what you gonna make for us?
I imagine those are very easy to transport.
Yeah, this one in particular is Colt Irons is quickly going to set up his portable alchemist lab on the table.
Just in the tap, right in
Go.
front of everybody's
Dear
drinks.
God.
Damn.
Yes.
Not in front of my drinks. My drinks are at the
We-
other table.
Well, you're at a different table.
We're
And,
just the model of civility and decorum, aren't we?
I can't wait to try this thing out. In fact, I'm going to try and make something.
God, meanwhile, poor Meredith.
Let's go.
Just asleep.
Not
her
asleep.
sleep.
She can't sleep.
Straining.
too stressed.
Yeah, straining over what's happening, and everybody else is like, what did you buy
Fuck.
today?
We just vibing out here, bro.
Where the hell is
So
your sense of urgency?
I'm doing equipment upkeep. Come on,
I bet Meredith
the
can
equipment
hear
upkeep's
everything
gotta
too.
happen.
Oh, I can hear
Probably.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could probably still hear the sheriff sharpening his spurs right
Meredith
now.
has
But
super hearing, so you guys are just being total assholes right now.
I am going.
Hey,
to
yo, what are you talking
create-
about? I got cheese and an informant, bro.
I am going to create. I want to make some meditation tea.
Make some meditation tea.
I do.
Do you have the resources?
I do have the resources.
Roll a craft alchemy check.
All right.
Instead of sleeping, he makes tea.
How about you could try taking
an absolute mad lad.
Lord Almighty.
No, I'm making the check because a 10
10.
won't
All
work.
right.
In the middle of the
I mean-
fucking.
Go.
It'll also take longer if I take a 10 too.
At this point, the innkeeper looks over and goes, "Hey,
You,
order your own
Fuck.
food here. Don't make it."
This is.
You're mad science.
Oh no.
You messed it up anyway.
None of this shit in
it
here.
doesn't matter.
Yeah, you make like a smoke show of it. He's like, "Hey, I'm gonna have to clean that up.
But don't worry, I'll clean it up. It's all contained in the lab.
Get out of here.
Are you telling me to get out? This isn't fair. I paid for rooms
Oh,
and
you're gonna-
stuff. I bought.
Yeah,
gonna
you
get
paid
us
for your
kicked
room,
out.
so go to your room. You can't be here right now, making a mess of my kitchen.
I'm not in your kitchen.
Bro,
Restaurant.
you're gonna get us kicked out. Go
What?
to your room.
I'm the best patron tonight. Getting sent to my room. All right. I'm going outside. Just
This
to
is
fight
so
this guy
sleep.
going
Damn,
outside.
it's
No
so
one's
it's
sleeping.
You just see the innkeeper goes back behind the counter, and he's clearly like, like he's got his arms crossed, shaking his head. No, like you could practically see the old
apologize.
like line coming out of him. He goes, it's not your fault.
I apologize for my friend. Is there how much will it cost you to fix it?
It won't cost anything. I just try not to deal with problematic customers like that. Just keep him in check.
He means well. I'm sorry for him.
Just
I
keep
don't know that I can't assure you of that, but I will try my best.
If he's going to make alchemy, can he at least do so in the comfort of the outdoors?
I'm not sure that's how that turn of speech goes, but I will try to I will try to encourage him not to ruin other people's property in the future.
Thank you. All right, where's everybody going off to now? Arzath, it looks like you're
I
ordering
wanna
more
shout to
drinks.
the chef. Yeah, I want to ask for a bottle of whiskey for bed.
I'm gonna sit back down and finish polishing my armor before I go to bed.
I
There you
am
go.
trying and failing to sleep. Pretty spectacularly.
Actually,
Arzath,
hold
you
up.
now have a bottle of whiskey for bed.
Wait,
how much was it?
1 gold.
I forgot.
It's on your
forgot we
tab,
have.
isn't it? I imagine you'll pay in the morning when you leave.
You can pay now if you want.
Give him his 1 gold. That's easy enough.
Okay.
How long does it take me to polish my stuff and get all my
You're
equipment
done.
upkeep
You're
done?
done polishing.
Yeah, you're done. You can
Long
only
since
polish.
done.
Been polished.
He
It's
then
shining.
finds
Where is
he,
Thalia
par-
going?
he produces
Thalia,
someone
I don't
else's
have
armor
going
and he thinks
I don't
upstairs.
have any
She's
idea how long
retiring
it's
for the
been.
evening.
Oh, okay.
No, we're on
I
the
mean,
first
your-
floor.
Yeah,
I
your
think.
beds are on the first
Before I
floor,
go to
but I guess
bed-
Thalia is retiring for the evening.
Oh no!
I'm gonna
Oh
go-
wait!
No, too late. You're up there.
Thalia walk.
Oh
Thalia
no!
opens the door to Lily's room.
Oh, no.
All right. Well, anyway, I'm gonna go knock on Meredith's door.
Oh no!
Oh, okay, sweet. Interesting. Come
Okay.
in. Come in.
What's Vico doing?
Vico, what are you doing?
Vico is also just heading to bed.
Okay.
Just pick one. Did we assign? We didn't really assign anything.
No,
so I'm
you
just
could.
gonna
It's
No,
kind
No,
of
it's just
choice.
flip 'em
Yeah.
down here.
I'm gonna go.
Vico
I'm
gets
gonna
the
go
big
settle.
one.
I'm
Vico
gonna go
would take the
stand
big
over by
bed.
this desk and say, "Do you mind if I sit?"
Meanwhile, Thalia,
well, it's
you
not
are.
my desk, but don't expect me to pay for it if you
Upstairs,
break it.
yeah.
Yeah, you're lost, Thalia. You don't know where
She's
you're
very
going.
She's very lost.
Take me back!
We'll get to you in a bit. We'll let Meredith and Costa
Yeah,
talk. Okay.
Absolutely, go for it.
You seemed upset. You were running all over creation.
Understatement of the century.
Perhaps. What's got you so worried? You seem very concerned about this house place.
Well, not sure how much you know about it, but it's right across the water from Redhav. I've been to Redhav once or twice. Never had tons of reasons to go there, except when I worked as an innkeeper in house, but
Mostly I'm just concerned for my children. They're in house, and if this is happening to them, I don't even want to think about it.
Your
Mostly I
family
just want to
is
make sure
out,
that they're
though.
safe.
Your children, your husband?
No, my husband's been dead for 5 years.
I see. My condolences.
It's all right. I knew what I was getting into. Marrying a human and all that.
Still, it would be painful, I imagine. I'm not
Oh no, it was. It was.
Damn.
never had a serious romantic relationship, but I imagine it's or
Just try
children
it
for that matter.
sometime. Quite
But
wonderful.
perhaps one day. I think I need to sort myself out first. But anyways, so your children live there.
Yes. They got kids of their own at that point. Hardly need me anymore, so
Oh,
I thought I'd make my husband proud and live life to the fullest as an adventurer once again.
you've
And
adventured
now,
before.
oh yes, it's where I met my husband, actually. There was this monster terrorizing the landscape, some sort of chimera. And, I was I was a young hotshot druid looking to actually do something for once, and, well, there was a monster right there. Never thought I'd be settling down afterwards, but you can never know where life will take you.
Indeed.
What
Tell me
about
about your
you?
children.
What?
Me?
Oh, well,
Well, not much to me. I was been adventuring for as long as I've been an adult and been just trying to make my way and find myself in the world. Um, my family, I don't know. I was raised by a group of Gilman, and so I lived on the coast. And now, but over time, it became clear that they took me out of the kindness of their hearts, but I could never really be one of them. So I struck out on my own, and now I'm just trying to find my own place. Who I was born to, I don't know, but
hmm.
perhaps someday.
I find from my own circumstances as a half-elf that how you were born doesn't matter so much as what you choose to make of the life that you're given, if that's any consolation. And I imagine that if you keep looking, you'll eventually find it.
Maybe,
Mm.
or maybe I don't want to. Who knows?
That's always a possibility. There's always those for whom the search is much more enticing than the thing they're searching for. I can't count myself among them, but, well, more power to them, I suppose.
All right.
Well,
That.
just know that whatever your whatever is going on, we will be here to support you.
Thank you. Foster,
Good
thank
night.
you. That means a lot to me. Well,
Alrighty.
good night.
Okay. With that, we'll cut back over to Thalia on the second floor of the inn.
Oh, yes.
As Lily goes, "Can you keep down your stop?" Oh, Thalia.
Oh, wait. I thought you mentioned something about purchasing rooms. I thought, ah, I'm terribly sorry. I
Wait.
must have.
Lily grabs your hand and just goes, "Hold on." Colt got me too many beds anyway. Why don't you just stay up here?
I think that might be preferable, given the energy of the others. I would like to have a little bit of room to breathe.
Yeah.
And she kind of smiles faintly.
Lily opens the door and kind of
Yeah.
lets you in. Just goes,
Yeah.
pick wherever you like. And, well,
She
go ahead.
she looks. She sees that all of them have like windows, and goes ahead and picks this, and like reluctantly picks this one. At least it's farthest away from like because she's looking at it like calculating how things work and how unpleasant it'll be in the morning, and then just immediately picks the one in the corner and pretty much falls asleep on the spot.
Okay. Lily closes the door and sort of just gently smiles down and then gets into the bed in the middle, and I think that's a good place to call it.
Yep.
Thanks for hanging out with us tonight, everyone. Been a fun little session of pure chaos. Love to see the drama unfold, and hopefully we can continue this on next time, where we figure out what the hell's going on with Meredith and her children's children. And more importantly, seemingly, the town nearby. And also, whatever the hell's going on with Vico
This
and
mysterious
the Raven.
Raven. Ooh.
Your boy Raven. The Raven.
Member of
as
the
it were.
Teen
The
Titans.
criminal himself.
Never more.
Quoth the Raven,
Once upon a
I
midnight
thieve
street,
nevermore.
while I wander weak and weary over many a quaint and curious folk
Thank-
of forgotten lore.
Yes. Thank you
I
all
could go
for
on.
stopping by. We very much appreciate it.
Yes.
Have
Remember to drop a like,
Have a great
or
rest
the
of your
hype man
night,
will
and let
eat your
me.
liver.
Jesus Christ! We're not eating anybody's liver. Okay,
Skern was.
hang on. I'm gonna play us out.
Oh,
Skern definitely was.
we have an
Dude,
official
He
outro
was
now.
Did someone say
It's not
Stu?
official at all.
Oh.
I just thought it would be funny. Have a good night, everyone. It's been an absolute pleasure having you with us.
Stop.
Tune in next time.
No, wait, 6.
And until then, we'll be seeing ya.
Yeah.